Yeah, good morning. We saw this earlier in the show, right? The early morning look from the Wells Fargo camera, blue skies up here, but this is wildfire haze. Remember, we started to see this yesterday morning. The fact is, for days we had a pretty dominant northwest wind flow. That kept the early days of that Tunnel 5 fire smoke out in the gorge and away from the Willamette Valley, and it also helped the westerly flow keep some of the Canadian smoke and smoke up to our north away from us as well. But now we got more of a light variable flow. We're starting to see various sources of wildfire smoke drift overhead, and with a temperature of 67, the hot weather also contributing to what is this morning deteriorating air quality. So you can see up in Seattle especially, there's very unhealthy, hazardous air quality. And then you get down in the Portland area, it's mostly moderate to good, but there is one site near PDX, in fact, that's reporting unhealthy air this morning. So respiratory wise, if you tend to struggle with these types of days, and this will be one of those days you'll want to keep yourself indoors. Okay, here's a look at our heat advisory map and our red flag warning map. Temperatures for the heat advisory as low as 92 if you're up in the Cascade foothills or the Coast Range communities, to as hot as about 100 degrees up and down the I-5 corridor. So my latest numbers, we're in that 90. I think most of us at least hit 96. There could be some scattered spots between Albany and Vancouver, get up to 100 today. The Coast Range, Cascade foothills, Sandy, Vernonia, good morning, in that 92 to 95 degree range today. Here are the current numbers, and there still are some cool spots. Newport 45, 52 up in Astoria. Kelso's cooled into the mid 50s. You folks were in the low 90s yesterday, and again, not included in the heat advisory today because basically the Weather Service is putting everybody in the mid 90s and higher in that department. 64 in Salem, Portland 67, 61 degrees out in the Dalles. It's all about the forecast numbers again today, so let's go to the gorge, and there is the Dalles at 101. I think your high yesterday stopped at 96. 97 in Hood River. A lot of the gorge cities are going to be about 5 degrees hotter today than yesterday. Winds rather, northeast, not too bad, 5 to 15 miles per hour. And here in the valley, here come the numbers. Weather model says Salem 98 degrees today. Let's see what the weather model says for Battleground. 96, Longview 93, and then I've got 98 degrees in Vancouver and Portland on my forecast. Real quick look at your cities here. 5 p.m. temperatures, the Dalles again stands out with a high of 100 degrees. 7-day forecast, 98 today, not as hot tomorrow, but still in the 90s at 93, then cooling into the 80s on Friday. And Drew, that is your 7-day forecast this morning.